There's been some changes with the roster of OpTic Gaming. Scumpy left and has joined Envious for the 2014 season. You can see behind me, he has left the house. He's not here anymore, and it was pretty surprising. There was rumors going around on Sunday night of UMG Philadelphia, I'm not going to say Philadelphia, that he was trying to make a second OpTic team, and he basically thought that I was the reason why we couldn't win. He just wasn't a fan of me, didn't like me anymore, because I called him out a lot. If he wasn't getting on to practice, or if he wasn't, just didn't have the right mindset, I would definitely call him on it, just because I'm a very vocal person. When I don't agree with something, I point it out, and I did that often with Seth, just because of the attitude that he approached gaming. So there were a lot of issues between us, some things that you guys didn't see off camera, but a lot of people are saying that I've ruined OpTic Gaming. Rambo, Merc, Big Timer, Seth, and JCap all came and gone, and now I'm the only one left, besides the fact that Big T is coaching. So I'll take the blame for it. There's really no other way to go about this without me sounding like I'm making excuses, or sounding like I'm trying to defend my actions in the past. I don't think that I've been in the wrong with anything that I've done, but for me to try and explain to you guys what happened with Seth, it would basically just go back and forth and be a lot of unnecessary drama that I don't want to deal with, quite frankly. If I were to defend myself for the things that he said about me, and the things that he's done in the past, it would just turn into a year-long spiteful trash talking frenzy, and I really just have no desire to do that. So you know what, I'll take responsibility for OpTic Gaming and not having those players on the rosters anymore. I know that you guys loved Rambo. I know that you guys loved Merc. I know that you guys loved JCap. But as the year progressed, things changed, and we did what was necessary, what we thought was necessary to win, because that's really the final piece. Seth has come back to OpTic Gaming, and he is going to be competing with myself, Embos, and Clayster. Hopefully, this should be, in my opinion, the last roster change we have, and I'm saying that to you guys honestly. As long as nobody leaves, this should be the last roster change. You guys are probably puzzled as to why you guys are seeing Seth back, because he said a lot of things about me and about the team when he left, and that's why he left, and that's why he joined Envy, and he gave a lot of reasoning, and some of it had to do a lot about me. He said that he had hatred towards me and all of these things, so he couldn't team with me anymore. And when Seth approached us yesterday to come back to the team, I was super apprehensive, because he had apologized a couple days before, and then he apologized again yesterday. But that's not something that you can just forget, that the things that people say. I've been friends with Seth for about 2 or 3 years now, and I considered us to be very good friends. So when he came out and said all those things, I just was taken back. I was blown away. We got into arguments a lot, but we were cool right after, like brothers in a sense. But like I said, those things are not easy to forget. And, apologies are apologies. Those are cool and all, and that shows that the other person understood that they did something wrong or said something they shouldn't say. But you can't just forget what happens and what happened. So I spent the night thinking about it, and in all honesty, no matter how you put it, Seth was the best fit for the team. We needed an aggressive SMG that can slay in every respawn game mode and play well in Search and Destroy. And by definition, Seth is the best fit for that. So, from a business standpoint and, forming a team, that he was without a doubt the best offer that we had to join the team. But then again, those personal issues are hard to overcome, especially when we're going to be traveling together, playing together, going everywhere together. So I took the night to think about it, and I just decided that I wanted to win more than I wanted to, hold a grudge against Seth. So he's back on the team. this, like I said at the beginning, this should be the last roster change, and hopefully you guys have gotten a little bit of an explanation from this video, because I don't want there to be anybody out there that's getting lost in translation of what's going on. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones and try to make this work, because like I said, the number one thing I want to do is win, and Seth was the best fit for the team. So, I tried to forget everything that happened and just, move on. People say things, people do stupid stuff, people make mistakes. So, hopefully, this pans out pretty well, and I think we have a really good lineup. I'm really excited about it. Embos and I, we played really well in our matches yesterday, so we know that we can make it work with anybody, really. And Seth is, one of the best players, obviously. So, just as long as he can, fulfill that role that we need, we should play pretty well. So,
Esports Report update, and I am joined now by the new member of OpTic Gaming, who was on it before, and he's back. We have Mr. Scumpy on the phone. Scump, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm a little bit blown away by the recent news here. Twitter caught us all off guard. I was pulled out of a meeting for this one. You announced that you're leaving Envy to rejoin OpTic. We'll talk about that move in just a few seconds. But first off, the fans, they need to know, why did you want to go to Envy in the first place? What was going through your head in that first move?
Well, NVS obviously has two former OpTic members that I've teamed with in the past. I teamed with Proofy or Jordan back on Leverage in my Black Ops 1. We won a couple events together. And then obviously Joey or Merc, I teamed with him for a really long time, actually on OpTic. So when they approached me, it all seemed so tempting. Obviously, I had a lot of anger built up inside of me, and that just made it even more tempting. And I saw a lot of potential with that team, playing with my two really good friends. And then Goonjar, a really, really solid player that's been coming up through the years, getting better every year. So, the offer just looks so tempting. And me being, who I am, I sort of jumped out and grabbed it. And I think it was a little bit of a mistake and a rash move, an unthought out move.